You know who I am?
Anything you say. Anything you say.
It's official.
You know who I am?
Anything you say. Anything you say.
It's official.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now, in politics, this past week, this is Tuesday, so I'll upload tomorrow. This past week, I didn't see anything major going on. Again, Asmongold can't shut up about the damn fucking Epstein files. It's like every other video of his is about the Epstein files. What's the other thing? I saw something to do with them all bitching about Trump and them going after the drug cartel boss in Venezuela. What else? I seen a couple of YouTubers, they can't shut up about the stupid Minnesota crap with Tim Walz or whatever. You know, the fraud going on up there. They can't stop talking about it. Past couple of days they mentioned the whole 60-minute reel being pulled. Who gives a flying fuck about that stupid shit? Nobody cares. Except for the leftist media. You know, Obama and Biden was doing all kinds of fucked up shit, and the media never reported on it. Ever. The left just kept their mouth shut. But Trump does shit that actually helps America, and they're like all over him about it. And fucking, it's literally, these people, they're so fucked in the head. All they can think about is getting Trump. That's it. It has nothing to do with helping America or American citizens. They just want to take out Trump. That's it. Literally. Because he put a wrench in the whole establishment. And he's right. They need to get rid of them fucking rhinos on the Republican Party. I don't believe they should have parties anyway. I hate politics. I think it should all be independent motherfuckers. There should be no parties. Because you're getting shit from lobbyists who are literally just people bribing them to fucking vote their way. You know, and these NGOs, same fucking thing. It's who basically laundry money and funnel it back to these fucking Democrats. It's got to stop. That corruption crap, he exposed it all. And that's why they're pissed at him. That's the only reason they're attacking him. Because before, they were okay with him. Now that he's fucked everything up and exposed all the corruption, they're pissed at him. They want to take him out. Okay, so that's all I've seen big in the news. I do have to gloat a little bit, because a week ago or so, you know, Candace Owens, to all you conspiracy theory simp motherfuckers for that dumb fucking bitch Candace Owens, she literally came out and admitted she lied. She lied about everything. She made it all up. I mean, she came out on her show and literally said it. That she had a dream about Charlie Kirk and he told her everything. Like, get the fuck out of here, bitch. What the fuck? And then you know, the conspiracy theorists are like, you know, after she had her little meeting with Erica Kirk or whatever. And then the conspiracy theorists are like, she's being cloned. What the? You guys are effing retarded. She's being cloned. Whatever. She's made to say this. Look at the way she looks off camera. I'm like, dude, honestly, go research it. If people look to the right and up, which is considered the creative side of the brain, they are most generally lying. And Candace Owens does this constantly. Whereas if they look up to the left, this is considered the logical side of the brain, and usually people are telling the truth. But Candace Owens doesn't. She's constantly looking up and to the right. She's making shit up constantly. There's your proof. I'm not going to say I hate to tell you so, but because I don't care. I told you so. She lied. So go fuck yourselves. But anyways, yeah, you conspiracy theorists that simp for fucking that bitch are fucking retarded. Trust me, I live with one. He loves Candace Owens. My older brother, I live with him, and he loves Candace Owens. I can't stand it when he comes in here and tries to tell me about her. It's like, dude, she's been busted. What the fuck, man? Shut the fuck up about her. Anyways, so there's that. Now, one other thing I want to talk about before we get to your TV show that I watched. I'm just kind of curious. I'm going to show you a little video clip of a woman. And I just want to know, why do the vast majority, I mean, it's almost 98% of the women in the central U.S., the states, you know, like Missouri, Arkansas, Kansas, Iowa, fucking Idaho, fucking Tennessee, North, South Dakota, you know what states I'm talking about. Why do the women, almost the vast majority of women, look like this? Now, I'm going to show you a clip of a woman off another channel. But understand, I'm not coming down on this woman. I don't know her in real life. She may be a really nice lady. I don't know. She may be a good gal. I have no idea. I'm just going off the looks, the dress, the style. That's what I'm going off of. So, nothing against this woman I'm about to show you. Now, she comes off a channel called Jason Rupp, and he's just an ASMR guy. He does massages. He videos about massages and getting shaved and that kind of shit. Keep Jason handsome. Keep Jason making videos. That's his slogan or whatever. But he seems okay. But I can almost tell he's probably really liberal or left leaning. But it politically wise, I mean, just from what I've seen. But that's not why I've seen some of his videos, because it's ASMR. I watch some of those every once in a while. But anyways, my point is, you're going to see her, and you're going to see full-blown tats. Now, I don't mind a woman who has a couple of tats somewhere, but she's got to have a shit ton of canvas left. I can't stand, full-blown tats, like your body's literally covered in tats. Your neck, your face, your arms, your legs. It's just all tats, and I'm just like, no, it looks awful. You know, a couple here and there is not bad, but full-blown tats, no. And this woman, she has full-blown tats on her arms, and I think she wasn't paying attention. I think she's got them on her neck too. I hate that neck. I don't mind one or two like on the neck, but don't do the whole fucking bottom of the neck. That's so dumb. It looks retarded. The gauge earrings. I hate those with a passion. There's no reason to stretch out your lobe except for to look retarded. Because that's what it is. It looks retarded and it's gross. It grosses me out. I don't mind a few piercings on the ears, you know, more than one. Just don't cover them, the whole ear in piercings. I can't stand face tats at all. It's nasty looking. Same thing with the piercings. All the piercings in the face, absolutely not. Especially the nose. It's not just the septum ring, it's any kind of nose ring. I can't stand a nose ring. It's nasty. But other than that, I'm okay. Like I said, I don't mind a couple of piercings here and there, but not like that. It's ridiculous. It's nasty looking. Ladies, don't do that shit. Men really do not like it at all. And a lot of times when you see a lot of tats or piercings, you literally think the woman is either a feminist or she's had some serious drug usage or she's had some serious trauma in her life. That's the way people think. And it's just not men, it's women too, when they see that shit. And men don't want that shit. They don't want all that drama, trauma, whatever, fucking drug crap. They don't want it. Don't do it, ladies. Don't. Okay. Anyways, that's beside the point. That's not really what I'm trying to get at when I'm saying why do most of the vast majority of the women look like this in central U.S. It's her weight. Okay, some guys may be into like chubby or fat chicks, but I sure the fuck ain't. I'm not, you know, some huge person to talk about. You know, I got a little bit of a stomach myself, but seriously, if you can't take care of yourself, ladies, and keep the weight off and stay at least your average weight for your height, then don't expect men to like it. Now, there's some simps out there, and a lot of men will put up with a bunch of shit from women just to get the pussy. And they will. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of shit ton of simp ass motherfuckers that need to, you know, start acting like real men and put their foot down. We have a simp epidemic. And they will put up with this. And they will just let it go. You know, these women, you know, they just put on a t-shirt and a pair of jeans, a pair of tennies. And not even tennies. I've seen them where they just wear flip-flops. It's terrible looking. Ladies, no guy wants a guy or a woman that dresses like that. Fuck that. But yeah, you need to learn how to take women who don't take care of themselves physically. It's most men don't like that. But like I said, there's a simp epidemic, and they will put up with a lot of shit from women just to get the pussy. So they'll let it slide. But I'm telling you, ladies, most men don't like this at all.
Hey everybody! Hey Jason! Hey Carla! It's good to see you guys again. Welcome back to Razor Smooth. Let me take care of you once again.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna take your jacket. Oh, boy.
All right, thank you. Hey, you got some cool rock shirts too.
Yes, of course.
Jimi Hendrix. All right, and Ozzy, Black Sabbath.
Yes, R.I.P.
Yeah, R.I.P. Ozzy.
All right, make yourself at home. Step into my office.
You know who I am.
Anything you say.
But yeah, the vast majority of the women in the U.S., they look like this. And I don't know why. They're too fucking lazy to get off their ass and fucking lose the fucking weight. It's like, lose the fucking weight. Get rid of the fat. And they expect men just to fucking let them do whatever, you know. Let them slide. You know, be lazy and shit. They don't want to work half the time. They want to sit on their ass and fucking just eat. They don't want to fucking go to a gym or work out or anything like that. You don't even have to go to a gym. You just work out. Do some walking. Ride a bike. Jesus. Fucking lose the fucking weight. Anyways, I'm just curious. And I've heard from thousands of men who talk about this. They don't say anything because they want the pussy. But they don't like it, ladies. Lose the fucking weight. Anyways, moving on to what I really wanted to talk to you about. So as I've said before, even if you don't watch the channel regularly, and you've only seen a couple videos or you don't watch it at all, it only takes 2 seconds to hit that subscribe button. It doesn't affect you or your channel whatsoever. It just helps this channel grow. So please subscribe. Also, I have another channel. It's called Easy Does It. The link is in the About section. Check it out if you like gaming vlogs and reviews and reactions to other YouTube channels. Okay. Again, subscribe. I just watched a show not too long ago called Strange Luck, and it starred Daniel Sweeney, and it was about 95, 96 is when it came out. It only did 1 season. Basically the show is this guy, he has like the weirdest luck. It's not really good luck, it's not really bad luck, it's just weird luck. Like, he'll run across some weird shit. It's like a sci-fi television show. He'll run across some strange crap in every episode. You know, an object or a person, you know, and there's some type of quirk about it. You know, like there's this one object he ran across is like a black box, and everybody was after this black box, and somehow he ends up with it, and everybody comes after him for this black box. It's supposed to do some type of magic crap or whatever, make lives better or some shit. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, it was just weird. And then at the end of the episode, you know, he gets rid of it, but still, it was just weird. Like, he kept trying to get rid of it through the whole episode, but every time I tried to get rid of it, it always come back to him. It was weird. But anyways, now his ex-girlfriend, he's a photographer, a freelance photographer. His ex-girlfriend, which is not bad looking, by the way, she runs, I'm not sure if she runs it or not, but she's like a reporter who works at, like, you know, the Inquirer newspaper. I don't know if you remember that, where they print weird stories. Anyway, she hires him every now and then to take photographs. he hangs out at this diner who's run by, I can't remember, her last name's Fisher. I can't remember her first name. Frances Fisher or something like that. That's the actress's name, I think. Anyway, she's a dude back in the day. You know, she was a hot ass redhead. But anyways, she works at this diner. She owns it or some shit, I think. And she helps him out every now and then. And they kind of have a relationship going, almost romantically. But it never fans out. Anyways, it's a okay show. It was 90s. I didn't think it was that great, but it was okay. A neat concept, but I don't know, it just felt the stories weren't really that great. They were okay, but it could have had potential. I give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. Check it out if you want. It's a cool sci-fi show. And it's only like one season, so it won't take you long. Okay, movie holics, let's get on to your B movie reviews. Now, this week is Horror Week. And last time I watched for Horror Week, I did Poltergeist 1 and 2. So this week I watched Poltergeist 3 and the remake, because there's only 3 movies in the franchise. But they did do a remake, so I went ahead and watched it. Okay, so Poltergeist 3 was done in 1988, and it made about 18 million worldwide, so it did way less than the other 2. A lot of that is because it was kind of like a generic B movie. It wasn't directed by Steven Spielberg like the previous films, and some other dude. And this starred Tom Skerritt and Nancy Allen, both good actors. Of course, you know, you had Tangia back, the little psychic lady. And of course, Heather O'Rourke, the little girl, which later died. Not long after. The stepsister, or whatever she is, I'm not exactly sure. You really don't find out a lot about her towards the end of the movie. But she's in this too. She's part of the family, so, or whatever family. In this one, you have this skyscraper that Tom Skerritt is like, he's like head of security or running the building or some shit, his character. He's the uncle to Heather O'Rourke in this one, but he's like the step uncle. He's not, I don't know what the hell you would call him. The girl, the older girl, is his daughter, the teenager. And then you have the woman, played by Nancy Allen, who is the actual aunt of Heather O'Rourke's character. But yeah, she's the aunt, and you know, Heather O'Rourke's character, she keeps calling her Trish, but her real name's Pat or some shit. I don't know why they brought that. It's just kind of dumb. It's like, why the fuck are you talking about that shit for? You know, it made no sense. But anyways, in this one, for whatever reason, the parents sent her to her aunt, and then her aunt puts her in this school for gifted children or some bullshit, and you know, Carol Ann, which is the character Heather O'Rourke plays, she's supposed to be like really gifted psychically, but the doctor, a psychiatrist who's helping run the school, you know, he tortured her because he don't believe any of the bullshit that he sees. Even though he sees it with his own eyes, he thinks she's manifesting it all, these ghosts or whatever. But anyways, the preacher from the previous film, Kane, he shows back up, and Tangia rushes to go help her because she's all like, oh, he's found her, blah blah blah. Well, she blames the doctor, the psychologist, because he kept making her talk about him. So eventually he found out where she's at. Now the guy who's playing Kane in this one is not the same dude from the second one. That dude was perfect. He was creepy as fuck. This one, it's like they put a bunch of makeup on some dude and tried to make him look like Kane. It didn't work. It looks stupid. And he's only in, you know, you only see him for a couple brief moments throughout the film, you know, screaming at him, and that's it. But anyway, they have to go through the whole process. All the mirrors they're using mirrors as like this gateway to the other side. As you know, like we've never seen that concept before. I mean, come on. But anyways, and Tom Skerritt and Nancy Allen, they're supposed to be like madly newlyweds in love and blah blah blah, and they're supposed to be like super caring about Carol Ann, which is not their daughter, but they're forced to make it look like they really care about her. It was dumb. Now, towards the end of the movie, his daughter, the teen, and her boyfriend, they get pulled to the other side. And then it was like two of the spirits came back to their side, looking like them, and tricking them. But then you don't see anything else about them for the rest of the movie. So you don't know what actually happened to the teenage girl or her boyfriend. Like, are they still trapped on the other side? Or what the fuck, you know? At the end of the movie, everything's supposed to go over well, and then, you know, finally the family is all hugging and shit like that. But again, you don't. The teenage girl, does she really come back? Is that really his daughter at the very end that he's hugging? Because you don't see the boyfriend. He never comes back. You don't know what happens to him. And that's literally the end of the movie. They're hugging at the end, you know, because Tangia gives herself to Kane to take him to him and his lost souls to the light. It's like, okay, whatever. That's the end of the movie. It is very generic. I didn't really care for the whole mirror thing. It's been done 100 times. This is the one movie most people don't like about this franchise. It was a terrible movie. They shouldn't have done it, but they did it anyway. You can give it a one-time watch. You know, Tom Skerritt and Nancy Allen, they make the movie bearable. So, thumbs up, thumbs down. I really didn't care for it all that much. Alright, let's move on to the next one. So the next one is the remake. I didn't even know they did a remake of this damn thing. But it's a remake of the original movie. And it, of course, is called Poltergeist. It was done in 2015 and it made about $95 million. It stars Sam Rockwell and Rosemary DeWitt. I don't know. I barely half-assed know who Sam Rockwell is, only because I remember his performance in Galaxy Quest as the guy, you know, security dude who gets killed all the time. And then the only other actor I recognized was the guy who took Tangia's place. You know, but they made him to be where he's like this ghost hunter psychic from a TV show. Now, I don't know the actor's name. I didn't look it up or whatever, but you know, he's the only other actor I recognize. He's a decent actor. But the rest of them I didn't know. I'm telling you right now, I absolutely hated the kid actors in this movie. They all sucked. They were terrible. Terrible. The little girl, I mean, she was the worst. You could tell she was fake as fuck. I didn't like the teenage daughter's fucking attitude. And, you know, they made her like she's Miss Know-It-All. And then the boy was the worst. The worst. They turned him into this fucking soy boy who was a pussy and scared of fucking everything. It was like, what the fuck, man? And unfortunately, that's millennials. They raised their kids like that. It's just terrible the way they do their kid, baby their fucking little boys instead of toughening them up and making them men. They want to demasculate them. It's just, unfortunately, that's usually the way it goes. I hated that boy. Hated him. Couldn't stand the character. Not the actual actor. I'm talking about the character. The way they made that character. Just absolutely could not stand that boy at all. Now, they did change a few things. Like I mentioned, they replaced Tangina with this fucking guy who's the psychic now. And I don't know if you remember the original movie, but you had 3 scientists who show up to help the family. A woman and 2 guys. Now you have a black guy and you have a white guy. And the white guy goes through a traumatic experience where he's peeling his face off. But it was a huge scene in the original movie. In this one, the guy, he's like, okay, another thing they changed was, when they opened the girl's room, there's shit floating around in the original movie, and they can't get to the closet. In this one, none of that shit goes on. They're able to get into the closet, and this guy, this tall, lanky, goofy, dorky, dumbass motherfucker, he goes into the fucking closet, and he's supposed to put something in the wall. He's supposed to drill it into the wall, like make a screw hole so he can screw it into the wall and hang it in the wall, closet wall. And the drill bit tries to kill him or whatever, and then he wakes up and realizes it's not going on. That's his traumatic experience, not the face thing. So they changed that. Then the black guy isn't even in this. They have some little tiny 4 foot tall black one with no hair fucking playing that part, and she's dumber than a box of rocks. Anyways, she has hardly any speaking, whereas the black guy, he had a lot of shit going on in the original film. This one, it does. She's just there, literally, to watch the camera. It's like, get the fuck out of here. And then instead of the mother going after Carol Ann and bringing her out from the other side, like the whole front room scene where they drop down the rope, it's the little boy. The little boy runs upstairs and runs inside the fucking other side and grabs his little sister and pulls her out. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck off. Just stupid minor crap that they should have left alone, but they changed it all. That's why I don't like most remakes. I absolutely can't stand most remakes, because the person who's doing the remake, the writer and the director, literally want to change everything to the way they want it to be instead of doing the original content. It's dumb. Stop changing everything. Leave it the fuck alone. Just remake the original. Jesus. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it was weird that they could go up there to the closet where they couldn't do it in the original. It was kind of dumb. It was stupid. Anyways, the house really didn't implode in on itself at the end. It just kind of blew up. It tried to suck him back in. And the psychic guy, he goes, oh, I'll take him to the other side. I'll catch you guys later. Oh, by the way, the psychic guy and the doctor, the college professor, the woman, they used to be married or ex-lovers or some bullshit. And it's like, come on. I mean, that part was lame too. I don't know why they did that. But anyways, nobody cared. So why put it in there? It was dumb. Anyways, yeah, the house tried to suck the family back in towards the end of the movie. Everybody thought it was over, but then it tried to suck him back in. So he offers himself to the ghost, the poltergeist, to take him to the light, towards the end of the movie. And that was pretty much the end of the movie. That was done. It was terrible. This movie, no wonder it didn't do very well at all. I mean, it really didn't make that much money, to be honest, at the box office. I mean, it fell flat. It was a terrible remake. And like I said, I can't stand most remakes. I think the only The only two remakes I've ever actually liked, I think, there might have been one or two others, but the only two I liked was the remake of George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead and the remake of Dawn of the Dead. George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Those are the only two remakes I think I've ever really liked. Everything else that's been a remake, especially horror flicks, is just absolutely garbage. I've never even watched the new Jason movie that came out several years ago. You know, most of the new horror flicks, I just don't care for them. Anyways, this movie, 2 thumbs down. It's absolutely trash. I hated the remake. It was garbage. No offense to the actors, but the story was lame as fuck. They changed it all. Anyways, that's all I have for you this week. If you have any thoughts about what I talked about earlier in the video, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you can think of any underrated or B movies or something, you know, that's just really completely out there that most people probably have never even heard of, and maybe I've never heard of it, please leave your suggestions down in the comment section down below. I'll get to reviewing them as soon as I can. So until next time, I told you you've been told the truth, and you've just been told.